Hey guys, so let's talk about what's available for the market for our assets here. Okay, so GBP USD is pretty much holding orders within my gray parameters here. So once timing is actually done, this is dealing with more of a daily factor and definitely a weekly factor. Our target profits for our majors are going to be to this side, we're 54 pips, and then to the downside of actually down to here. And if anything that's marked like this is kind of like essentially my minor target parameters. Now, on a much higher perspective, our monthly is about to end, and that's really good. That's going to open up a lot of opportunity within a market, so it's perfectly fine. But for now, this is what I'm going to have plotted out for GBP USD. GBP JPY, we can see is pretty much having parameters that's set within this trap range. So next opportunity would be 71 pips outside from there. And then buying upwards of here is, pretty much 53 pips. So once again, depending on how the daily looks, that's when we can actually take trades and enter the market and everything. That would determine if it's actually manipulated profit or if it's actually just regular gains and regular profits and everything from there. GBP NZD is pretty much holding orders and trapping within that range and opportunities outside of that after we can confirm with the daily to see how that's actually done. And then once again, once our weekly bar is up and our monthly, we're going to have a lot more opportunity. It's coming out the gate. Our potential here for the GBP Audi is minute trapping from here and also much more extended out to this range, but there's still a lot of opportunity that's going on from there. Now, once we kind of leave this from timing, we at 77 pips target. And then from here, we at 48 to say the minimum. We can trade all the way back down to here for 125. And then, of course, we have these levels set. And then we have our other parameters that are, let's take a look here. Outside of the majors, if I need to update it, then I'll update it more so outside from there. But I would definitely say 4 hour is just more because we don't want to get set to trapping in this range, which is not a problem. It just means that we have to actually be within a market or the market would shift as soon as the day pretty much ends. GBP CAD, as we can see, we're holding up orders between this process here, so we can sell pretty easy target hits 101. So I definitely want to keep an eye up on a daily with that because that's going to be really, really good opportunity for the daily. And then once we get outside of the weekly, that's still going to be really great. So I can work with this perimeter for quite some time. So 4 hour is going to be kind of like the go-to because lower time frames such as this, 15-minute here, we're within a 50 pip trading range. Yeah, once timing's done, we can buy from, let's say, this level up to here, 34 pips, which is kind of like a inner target. So I may end up adjusting to take a look at that opportunity. To say the least, once we could kind of get done with the daily because we do have the potential of going up to here for 41 pips to say the least, and then beyond that point back down to here for 40 pips and everything like that. So that's something that is really, really good. So I'll keep that in mind of kind of dealing with it and dealing with the 4 hours. So let's put that back on 15 minutes there. And that would be something that's pretty good. And then I'm going to mark this here and I'll just perhaps adjust my analysis once I go in from that region and just pay attention because that is a valuable opportunity. 1 hour here with the GBP Swiss francs is pretty much the same thing where we're dealing. So selling below there, our inner trap range is actually through there, buying up above there. Let me see if we see the same potential opportunity. For 15 minutes now, we're pretty much holding within this range and we'd be able to buy above here, up to here for 13 pips, which is not really geared, or sell below there for that, which is kind of like not that whole thing or whatever. So it's not really a good opportunity. Now, outside from that, Euro USD, very easy potential coming out from there, 20 to 40 pips, and then also right there, 48 pips. And then I'm still keeping an eye up on the NZD JPY here, and then the Audi JPY, which is going to yield about 300 to 400 pips once our monthly's up, but that can take another month and a half to actually have some potential that's going on, and don't want that whole thing. So this is my analysis that's coming out for this week, and that would be gearing out to the potential of next week as well, because that would be starting out for the new month. So it's just about coming in on daily, taking entries right around there so that we can actually collect some of this profits, okay? So, all right, take care, guys.
Alright, hey guys, so I wanted to do a video update on the previous analysis that I just gave the week before, okay? So if you guys actually saw that analysis the week before, you guys can, check the same rates. These are the same rates, same exact asset, and you can see that's still the same date, so 3/26. And I'm doing the update now up on the 1st here for April, so there's nothing, any Photoshop stuff or whatever. This is pre-analysis that I gave a week before, and now this is the update analysis after that. And it's like this every single week, okay? So as we can see here with GBP USD, I told you guys that it stayed in that range, and these are my targeted perimeters. It actually hit that, and now we can see the market is starting to pull back. So GBP JPY, as I stated here, so I had a buy entry there and also a sell entry here, but this is specifically for a different function. As we can see, the sell pretty much came down and hit those targets right good, so the easy 214 pips. And now back to the upside, GBP NZD. Basically, I told you guys it would stay within the trap range, and we pretty much hit target there, which actually we ended up doing. Now we're pretty much back within that range and hanging outside of there. GBP AUD here, that was the minor trap range that I actually had set for orders to actually be held. As we can see, it broke that range and hit my target profit, so 158 there, hit the minimum of 86 right there, and then turn around and left to the downside and started to clear that out at 46 pips, and then there would have been about 208 pips. It ended up coming right around 193, okay? So that's still pretty well. GBP CAD here. Now, I told you guys in regards to adding the other entry. So let me put it back. So this is the 4-hour. I went ahead and marked it down for the 15-minute, and I showed you guys what you could actually do, okay? So I told you guys that you would be able to sell from that perimeter down to that point and everything like that, and then I adjusted it to buy right around here up to this point, and that was my most relevant point that I had right here for another continuation buy to actually go down. But as you can see, it turned back around and started hitting all of my sell perimeter levels here for my minor take profits and everything like that. So from the 4-hour perspective, you guys wouldn't have seen this on that chart because that's what I told you guys I would update. You would have probably just saw my majors, which was actually here and also here. But from my major points, we can see it target down near 250 pips, okay? GBP Swiss francs, as I stated, we have certain buy rules and also our sell rules. This was kind of like the inner trap range that we had essentially from there. Market closed out, and we can see that we sold down to there for 43 pips. It did this whole false fill cycle upwards to here, then we sold back down for there, and we pretty much cleared out there 143 pips. I could have had this target off, but I didn't have it target off for the simple fact that that was the edge of my spread, and it's very easy to understand that that level would be another target. So there's no reason for me to actually plot my target perimeter there, especially with that set region, okay? And then finally here, the USD, Euro USD. Okay, so I told you guys I would not set up every single perimeter, but being that I just wanted to stick with the majors, and here we go, Euro USD, same thing, went from there, sold, hit that minor, easy, quick, 20 pips, target down to there for 44 pips, and now we're hanging right around the 61 pip mark, okay? So I do have other perimeters down to that whole point, but that was just pretty much something where I just said that there was some opportunity open with the Euro USD here, okay? All right, guys, so this is using Sage Arts analysis. I don't use anything else. Once again, it's like this every single week without fail. My targets are always hit without a doubt, 100% of the time, okay? I put 12 months of a refund with any Sage Arts students up on it. I've also put $25,000 within 12 months that any of my targets are never hit. If anyone can prove it wrong, okay, my analysis, that they would get that reward, all right? So Sage Arts and market laws is entirely different. This is not based off of support and resistance. This is totally none of that stuff, okay? It's not off of Fibonacci or anything like that. It's primarily market psychology and dealing with market feedback. That's what it actually has to deal with, okay? So I wish you guys much success, and of course, happy trading.